Hello, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys doing well. So I've decided in the past couple of days to get back to it and create more videos. I love doing this. I love sharing these videos with you guys, and I'm always happy to see that my subscriber number is going up, or I get more views on certain videos and such. So that makes me happy. Anyway, obviously, I know that I am not going to get a lot of videos. A lot of views because I am not a sellout. I'm not a prostitute. I don't prostitute myself in my content. I know a lot of people on YouTube tend to do that. Whenever you see somebody on YouTube who's getting millions of views, we're talking about a prostitute here. Prostitution basically. They know what the viewers want to see. They know what the demand is, and they modulate, they change their content just to please those people and give them exactly what they want. And this is how they get a lot of views. So an example of this would be if you genuinely believe in the raw carnivore diet and you start making videos about that, obviously you're not going to get a lot of views. You might get a couple of thousand on a couple of videos, but obviously the easiest way to get views would actually be to make videos about veganism, because veganism is so mainstream. And just prostitute yourself and spread veganism, make videos about veganism. You're going to get loads of views. You're going to get videos with hundreds of thousands of views at the very least. So the difference would be huge. So yeah, I don't do that, guys. I don't prostitute myself. I don't modulate or change my content just to please the viewer. I give you the straight up real stuff. I give you the truth as I really see it. I give you the real fucking deal. I don't just modulate my things. I don't change my content to please the viewer so I can get more views. And that's why I get so little views. Anyway, the topic of today's video is actually a very interesting one. It's about how gangstalkers are very good at manipulating perception of the targeted individuals. So what is happening oftentimes in gang stalking, besides all the stalking and harassment, is there is, of course, a smear campaign or some kind of slander going on about the targeted individual by the masses of the mobs. You would be surprised what the people are saying about you. And I assure you a lot of it is quite negative. Now, gang stalkers are very good at this game. They, you can think of like women in high school, that sort of thing, those cliques of women that get together in high school and constantly doing this kind of gossiping and malicious gossiping and that kind of stuff. This is exactly what it is. Now, obviously, it's quite funny because I did not actually study when I was in high school. I did not go to a mixed school. I was actually in an all-boys school, so I did not mix a lot with women, at least not in school. So I didn't get to see that kind of bullshit happen. But anyway, yeah. Gang stalkers are very good at manipulating the perception, especially around targeted individuals. And you guys are going to be surprised just how dumb and vapid and stupid and airheaded and crazy a lot of normies are. No, normies is just a word for people who, like your average Joe, your average dumb, sheepish, follows all the mainstream crap type of person. Exactly the type of person that would never believe in gang stalking, basically. That would be a normie. If you've watched The Matrix, basically, they would be the ones that would always take the blue pill and say, no way, red pill is bad for you, it's toxic, blah, 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 blah. When in reality, we know in the movie that taking the red pill would wake you up to the truth, and that would be a way of recovering and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, yeah, like I said, normies or gang stalkers, they're very, very good at manipulating the perception around targeted individuals, and you would be surprised at the level of stupidity that these perceptions are based on. So, for example, I'll give you an example. Excuse me. I told you guys that in 2018, I managed to Uh, Worked for a company for a year. I had a stable position for like a year, and that was actually a pretty good time. I was getting mobbed. This was in England. I was getting mobbed. I was getting gangstalked even even at the job. But the good thing is this company did not have a lot of people. So my department where I was working, we were literally less than 10 people. So I had nothing to worry about. But in all of this, I was always, guys, how I talked about situational awareness. Like I'm always like trying to read what's happening in the room, keeping an eye on people around me. And I was listening to the shit, to the trash nonsense that was coming out of the mouths of my coworkers. And basically, I had there was a kind of manager, and there was this girl, this woman. She's Spanish, and she was actually going to the manager behind my back, and she was asking her, like, "Is he a virgin? Is he a virgin? Is he really a virgin?" Because what had happened was, I'm gonna try to explain to you guys. She kind of gave me some like sexual innuendo when I first joined the company. Like there was some kind of like sexual innuendo. Like she threw me a couple of balls, so to speak. Like she sort of put the ball in my court, so to speak. And I didn't respond. And the reason why I didn't respond is because I don't sleep with coworkers. So I was trying to avoid extra problems. I did not want to have problems. And that's why I did not reply to it. She did not take it very, very well, as women usually do. She thought either that I was gay or that I was a virgin, and she was asking, going around, like literally insistently asking my manager, like, "Is he a virgin? Is Anise a virgin? Like, is he a virgin?" And guys, like, I'm like, guys, I have to like explain to you just how stupid a lot of the opinions that a lot of people hold about you can be. Like, guys, don't give two shits what people think about you, because a lot of times those opinions are very, very uneducated and very wrong and very untruthful and the furthest that they could be from the truth. She's literally sitting there asking, if I genuinely asking, like unironically, that if I'm a virgin. And obviously, I am not a virgin. I am nowhere near being a virgin. Like, I've been with, I am not going to say the number of women that I've been with, but, it's at least 4 women. You know what I mean? So I've been in relationships. I've had sex with women, like casually. I have some experience with women. I'm not going to say like I'm Don Juan or Casanova or something like that, but I definitely have experience with women. Like I am not a virgin at all. So I was actually quite surprised by that. But guys, you have to understand, this is the problem when you're dealing with normies is they are very, very likely to hold some pretty stupid and obnoxious and uneducated opinions about you. This may be the furthest away from the truth, but that's, if it sticks, it's gonna stick. If people think it is the truth, it becomes the truth. This is how it works in this world. It doesn't really matter what the truth really is. It doesn't matter whether you are a virgin or not a virgin. What matters is, do people think that you're a virgin or not? Do you look like you are a virgin or not? This is what matters in this world. And that's just how it works. That's how the cookie crumbles. So this is the problem with this world and the way it's shaped and the gang stalking and the normies and all that kind of stuff. So be very careful. Like if they're spreading, because this is how rumors and gossip and slander and smear campaigns start. Just somebody acting and really asking genuine, like, is he a virgin? And then with time, the rumor grows and grows and grows, and it becomes a literal rumor that you are a virgin. So exactly. So you'd be surprised at the amount of stupidity out there that being spouted by people. I've had a lot of gangstalkers and normies and whatever think that I'm gay. I am not gay. Um, People accusing me of rape. I am not a rapist. Accusing me of all sorts of nonsense. I'll give you now another example, actually. There's a beautiful example given by Richard Granner. I don't know if you guys know Richard Granner. Grannon. This is, sort of in the circles of the people that are interested in learning about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, check out Richard Grannon. He talks about narcissism. He's basically a coach on narcissistic abuse and narcissistic abuse recovery. But in one of his stories, he was talking about how somebody had actually seen him in a bar and actually taken a beer bottle and smashed it on his fucking face just because they thought that he was gay. Richard Grannon, the guy he's got muscles, he's big, he's buff, he used to be a security guard, you know what I mean? Somebody looked at him and thought, not knew, not confirmed, thought that he was gay, and based on that fucking assaulted him with a beer bottle and smashed the beer bottle on his face. This is the world we live in, guys. So be very careful. Like, the opinions that people hold about you, although they are really insignificant as far as you are concerned, you shouldn't care what people think, because a lot of it is uneducated, obnoxious, stupid nonsense. The problem is that it can actually translate into real world problems. It can translate into actual problems for you. If people start talking about how you are this or how you're that, that can give you a bad reputation amongst people. And based on that, people are not going to treat you very well, and you're going to be treated very badly. Rumors, not true, whatever, but based on that, people are going to act on you, and they're not going to act on you very good. So back to the initial topic, which is the manipulation of perception by Gangstalkers. Like I said, Gangstalkers are very, very good at manipulating perception about themselves, but also about other people. So when they engage in this kind of behavior against you, slander you, and smear campaigns and all that, they're going to try to frame you in a way that you look like this absolute horrible person. You will be accused of multitude of things. You will be accused of many, many things which are not true. They will frame this image, this picture about you of you being something which you clearly are not. But it doesn't matter, because when people believe it, that is all that matters, because you're still going to have to deal with those people that think these bad things about you. Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say about this, but be very careful about this. Like, Gangstalkers can really, really play the image against you. They can really destroy your reputation. They can assassinate your character. They can get people to believe all sorts of negative things about you, and really mess with the perception of you in such a negative way that, this becomes absolute truth. I've had to deal with this many, many times in the gang stalking. I mean, there's a lot of gang stalkers out there who keep claiming, for some reason, they seem really adamant in doing this. They seem really convinced that my father had sex with me, that my father raped me. And I'm like, that never happened in my entire life. I was never raped by my father. If that happened, I would remember. I would know it happened. So I'm genuinely surprised that these people are saying this. But you know what? They say a lot of stupid things. They could spread all sorts of rumors about you. So I don't know. This is how it is. A lot of times, you guys have to understand something. A lot of times, how it starts is somebody has a suspicion, like the Spanish girl, for example. Somebody has a suspicion that something is true about you. They don't know. They don't have confirmation. They don't have facts. But they have a suspicion. Based on that suspicion, they go and they, spread facts, or spread lies about you, and say things that are not true based on a suspicion, essentially based on a whim. It's just a suspicion, but that suspicion becomes, in their mind, a fact, because they're going to keep repeating it, as if it is true and slander you, and then it becomes a rumor. So yeah, be very, very careful about that. And of course, like I said, the problem with this is that rumors can be very, very dangerous. Lies can be very dangerous. If you're dealing with a woman, you sleep with a woman, and she accuses you of rape, you can say, well, I am not a rapist. I didn't rape her. That's all fine and dandy, and that is the truth. You're not a rapist. But she accused you of rape. If the police believes her, which sometimes they do, it does happen, you're going to go to jail. And you're going to go to jail framed as a rapist. So the way that the inmates are going to treat you in jail, oh man, they're going to chop off your sausage, your wiener. And a lot of bad things are going to happen to you. So you can see how these lies and manipulation of someone's image or reputation can actually lead to some pretty, pretty serious and negative consequences. You might think, well, these are just words. People are saying something. Yes, until it really has an effect in real life. Somebody looks at you and thinks, you're a fucking rapist. And then you get stabbed to death. And then what? Then you can argue about that later on. Well, you're dead. You're not a rapist, but now you're dead. So this is a problem which is, of course, very difficult to counter. I mean, I can't really give you any solutions what to do about this. Especially with gang stalking, it's such a huge swathe of people who are involved in these lies and slanders against you. There is not much you can do to deal with that, except, whenever the rumors come up, you can correct them and set the record straight and say, nah, I didn't do this and that, in the calmest, most reasonable manner that is possible. But people are always going to think what they want to think, so it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. If you like this content, like, subscribe, and comment. See you guys.